My name's Jess, I'm 16. I'm currently studying at City of Bristol, and my story for the reason why I started coming to Woodlands is I went to a local church by me about 6 years ago, and I really enjoyed it. But when I started off in secondary school, it seemed to go downhill because of the way schooling was, and I moved schools, so it was difficult to get there. And so last year, something took a turn for the worse, so to say, and it hurt me a bit. And I've always had this hole for a while, and I've never really known how to mend the hole. When, you know, I've tried different things and nothing seems to have happened. And then I almost lost my best friend as well 2 months ago. You know, I rang up my auntie and I said, can you pray for me? And I said, I'm praying as well. I said, can you just pray with me, please? And within a few minutes, something must have happened. You know, I got that important text come through to say her heart started beating again. She's alive, and just something must have happened there, because the doctors were doing everything they could and just nothing was working. As soon as I started to pray, something happened, and it just really just felt like a buzz had gone through me. And so the next Sunday, I asked my Aunt Kate, can I come to the church you go to, which was Woodlands? And as soon as I stepped through that door, the hole that had been in me seemed to have started to heal. Not fast, but it was starting to heal. And I really did feel like I belonged here, and I felt that, you know, what had happened in the past didn't matter anymore. And, you know, I just felt that this is where I wanted to be, and this was where my life was going to lead. And I knew that from then, when I walked in, that I wanted to be part of this, and I wanted God to be back in my life again. The reason why I want to get baptised today is because I need a sense of direction in my life. I need someone to help me, guide me through my life, and I think the only person that can really do that in my life is God. I think God's the one that knows where I'm going, and God's the one that knows what my next step will be, and He's going to guide me through that. I mean, He's going to keep me on the right track. I think that I'm now become more of a confident person. I'm better around people. I mean, I think I'm more polite as well. It's just shown me a different light, and I think it's starting to change me. I mean, it's not an overnight thing, but it started to change me very slowly, and I'm liking the person I'm now becoming, and I just want it to keep growing and growing.
My name's Toby, and I've come here today to get baptised, and I want the whole world to know that I can't live without God in my life. My mum had enough of me. I was a lot of hard work, and I was taking drugs, party, rock and roll lifestyle, and she kicked me out of the house. She said, don't come anywhere near me. And I ran away and ended up in a bed and breakfast 6 miles from home. And I was living there cheap because I was helping them with their garden. And one morning she said, do you want to come with us to church tomorrow? And I was like, okay, cool. I felt I was pretty down and out. I felt like anything can help. I'll give it a go. So I went to Woodlands service in the morning on Sunday. Philip was talking, and it was a preach about how love is blind. And there was an energy in that church that I'd never, ever been witness to before in my life. There was an energy on stage from the preach. There was an energy in the audience. There was love was in the air, and I've never experienced anything like that. After the service, went back to my rock and roll lifestyle. Did that for a few years. Nearly died a few times. Rock and roll, and then one day I was in a pub in Thornbury, and I met this beautiful girl who didn't want to hit on me. She just wanted to know me, and I didn't want to hit on her because I was tired with that lifestyle. I just wanted to talk to someone, and she said, why don't you come to NGM? Why don't you come to our Tuesday night meeting? And so I did, and I walk into a room with Christians with hands held in the air praying, and I thought, this is weird. and then she said, well, why don't you come to church with me? So I thought, all right, yeah, I'm into this. I wanna know. And so I went to church. It turned out to be Woodlands Church. And the guy talking was the same guy who was talking the day I went all those years ago. And I thought, this is odd. I like this guy. And his energy was still there, and the love was still in that church. And that's where it all began. That's why I'm here today. Knowing God means that I feel loved for the first time in my life. Loved infinitely, loved endlessly, loved for being me. And when I make mistakes, God picks me up again. When I fall off my bike, God picks me up. There's no magic wand to becoming a Christian. You don't just suddenly become a good person. But I want to say to as many people as I can now. That's what my life's about now. It's about love for God and love for everyone in the world. I want to draw a line publicly under all that life that I used to live. That crazy person that people enjoyed. Well, I'm still going to be that crazy person, but it's with God in the center of everything. And that just means I'm going to be a better person. That means I'm not going to be getting drunk or drugged up. It means I'm going to be rocking and rolling like never before. And I can't wait. I'm doing it already. You just don't know it.